Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from Jacksonville. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Throwing on the first play is Corral. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down. The Jaguars had 8 and 5 to start play. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. They'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Badgley able to punch this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. A He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Prescott to throw it.
Left side to Lamb. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this is going to be caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw here pulled in by Beasley.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Dallas first down. Prescott hook it up with Beasley. Up the middle. Here's Elliott.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Play action, Corral.
Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
On 2nd and 10, here's Corral.
Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Corral on 1st down.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Micah Parsons
in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Corral.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Micah Parsons.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
On the counter, it's Hall.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. Badgley able to knock this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On second and 1, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
The Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
Prescott off play action. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Kayvon Thibodeau.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on second and long. Prescott, he's got his man. It's Gallup. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. And now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He finds his man complete. That's Schultz.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's got some space here.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. 59 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. On the left side, he finds Beasley. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. Third and goal from the 2. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott
with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Corral's throw here taken in by Ingram.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Corral under pressure, and down he goes.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
A final shot before the half for Corral.
Forced out to his left. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott
finding Elliott for the catch on the out route.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. They'll flip this quickly out to Beasley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. Inside give to Elliott. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They go to Elliott again. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 21. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up the fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Running with Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start by running the option to the right. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Throwing here, Corral. And that'll be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can...
Corral lost it. The ball is out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
After the sack on first down, Corral. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Hall want to give up the middle.
And some space here. There he goes left side. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Prescott now from the 50. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain of 31 on third down. From the red zone now, Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Elliott will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Again, it's Elliott.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. On third down, Corral. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Fourth down, here's Corral. He's got his man, that's Hardman. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Throwing here, Corral.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Here's Corral. Into the hands of Ingram.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Corral.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 24 yards.
And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Cowboys, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll try and turn things around.